Welcome back. Welcome to Rebuttals. Phone rebuttals specifically. So what we're going to cover right now is how to handle objections, rebuttals, and questions from your clients while you're ripping the phones every single day. This is super important because I promise you guys, every single person you call every single day will have some type of rebuttal, some type of question, some type of objection as you're speaking to them on the phone. So there's 5 major things I want you guys to pay attention to as I go through this. Number 1, and honestly, I do this one first because I think it's the most important. Know your audience. Know who you're speaking to. The beauty of having leads and having impact and having this software is you know who you're calling every single time. You're not calling blindly through a phone book. You're calling Joe Smith from the local 3. You're calling Susie Baker, who requested a child safety kit that lives in the Bronx. Or if you guys are out in New York, from Quincy, whatever it may be. You know the person you're calling. I revert back to Hugh Bell's 5 things quite a bit. You're going to notice that from some of the videos that I do for you guys. I want you guys to really embody these. Be an actor. Be who you need to be for the person that you're talking to. Put on the face for the client. Be who they need you to be for that situation. Be the right person at the right time for that individual. Because they need you to be. They need it more than you need it. So make sure you're being the right person. You're not going to call a child safety kit the same way you're going to call a union member. Joe Smith that just worked at the lumber yard all day is going to answer the phone a little bit different than Susie that worked at T-Mobile for the afternoon. That's just how the world works. That's okay. Have some common sense and realize that you need to be a little bit more tough when you call Joe Smith from the local 3. Hey, Joe, how you doing? This is Dominic. Joe, how are you? This is Samantha. I wanted to get you your benefits. Be sharp. Be to the point. When you call somebody for a child safety kit, it's a little bit more upbeat, a little bit more customer servicey. A referral, you're going to call like your best friend. The referrals, those are your friends. So call them with a smile on your face, like we talked about in the last video. Call them like you haven't talked to them in years at a time, even though they have no idea who you are. You know who they are. In your mind, you're already friends, so convey that through your voice. Be an actor. Be who you need to be in that situation. I swear to you guys, this will prevent more rebuttals than anything else that you do. It'll transfer into the presentation as well. Be who you need to be for the situation. Know your audience. Number 2, questions are not rebuttals. If somebody asks you a question like, what's this all about? Don't freak out. Don't backpedal. Don't tremble when you answer. Don't get nervous. They're just confused. A random stranger just called them at 5 p.m. on a Tuesday night. 1, they're probably a little annoyed because nobody calls anymore. It's 2020. 2, they have no idea what you're talking about. So listen to their question and answer accordingly. What's this all about? Oh, it's about your union benefits. How you doing? I'm just calling to set it up. I just got to verify some information. Do you still live at 123 Main Street? You answered their question, but you got right back onto the point that you were talking about. So be smart. Have common sense. Listen to your clients. Hear what they're saying. Address the situation at hand. Move to the next one. But do not mistake a question for a rebuttal because they'll hear it in your voice how you answer that question. If they think you're backpedaling or validating why you're calling, they're going to get defensive. And now it's a tit for tat on who's more important. And then click, you lose. That's not the goal. The goal isn't to win against them. The goal is not to beat them. The goal is to find a solution with them. The goal is to come to an agreement that they know at least somewhat what you're talking about, and you have the rest of the information. You're going to come together and you're going to build this beautiful picture for them, and they're going to make perfect sense of what all this is about. Answer their questions, make them feel good about what you're doing, right back to what you were talking about. Number 3, keep your eye on the prize. The goal here is not to sell them anything like we spoke about last video. The goal is to book an appointment. So if they ask you a question, If they give you an objection, if they hit you with a rebuttal, answer the rebuttal with the scripted rebuttals that you have, and then right back onto your script. Don't deviate from that. It's a silly analogy, but imagine if you were a firefighter going through a house. If a fire pops up to your right, you're going to hose that thing down. You're going to step over it, and you're going to move on to the direction you're going to because Susie's up on the top floor, and that's what you came there for. Your goal is to book the appointment. Don't stray too far from your goal, but you need to answer these things as you go. You can't just avoid their questions, but keep your eye on the prize at the same time. Number 4, pausing is your arch nemesis. Pauses are your enemy. Do not give them an opportunity to rebut you. The best solution for rebuttals is don't let them rebuttal you. So stop it before it happens. Put in preventative maintenance before you have any problems. Fix the car before it breaks down. Whatever analogy you want to use it, embody it, fix it before it breaks. Don't let them cut you off from the rip. Hey, this is Dom with the Child Safe Program. Just calling about the benefits that you requested. Just wanted to make sure you got those. Did you get them yet? Do not pause. Don't say, hey, Dom, this is Dom with the Child Safe Program. And give them a minute to just attack you and rip you apart and ask you about what this is all about, or even worse, and more often than not, hang up on you. You got to move through it. You guys have scripts. That's a beautiful thing. It's like a cheat sheet. And there's sentences, right? And at the end of a sentence is a period. That doesn't mean pause. Period is not an abbreviation for pause. Period just means the end of a sentence. Move on to the next one. Move quickly, move urgently, move efficiently through the script. Get to where you're going efficiently with urgency. Number 5, read your rebuttals. Keep them in front of you. Laminate them, print them, isolate them, hang them on the wall. Put them in bold. Burn them into your retinas. Whatever you need to do, keep them in front of you and read your rebuttals. Stop trying to do this job on your own. You don't have to. We've already broken our hands. We've already burned every single fingertip we've had on the stove. We've touched everything. We know what's hot. We know what's not. Trust us. This is what the client will say. This is what they won't say. Read the rebuttals. We've done the dirty work for you. We did the heavy lifting. Read the rebuttals. Keep it in front of you. Have fun with it. Be yourself. Questions aren't rebuttals. Keep your eye on the prize. Pauses are your arch nemesis. Have fun. It was great to see you again. I'll see you in the next chapter. That's all I got for you. That's rebuttals.